me and two of the girls, probably loads of other people, but we were the main ones. She seemed quite normal. Didn't really get a vibe at first. We've been talking for a while. She she messaged and said there was something off with one of the girls. So now I think about it, she planted the idea in our heads. So, being good people and doing this, you automatically jump and think, oh, let's help. So it'd mostly just been talking, and then it kind of went into, doing my pendulum readings. So she just messaged and asked for question, and she did the same to the other girl, and we'd give her our answers. So basically she would asking us the same question to see if she was getting the same answers. Oh, that's what we thought. She was actually mentally manipulating us, because then she could control the pendulum. I know this sounds fucking nuts, but I swear to God, she was controlling that pendulum. Because it'd shake, like it wanted to do something else, but it wouldn't do it. I actually believe that she controlled my candle readings as well. Because I got stuff from the girl that apparently had this huge issue. But it were all bad stuff. And then when it came to doing her reading, because that's what she wanted me to do, there was nothing there. The candle wouldn't start, the flame wouldn't start moving, and I couldn't read it at all. Blackness, nothing. It was like the negativeness that falls around it. So, but we'll go back a little bit. So we'll just go back to this week. So because she'd planted it, we'd come to the conclusion this girl had an attachment surrounding her. And then she convinced us, and I thinking, how stupid can you be? How can you let someone manipulate you that way? But seriously, you want that? And she convinced us, because I don't know if she got in my head. I don't know, I heard this voice, but we both did. We both told each other about it. All I got were it were about 2 or 3 in the morning over there, and all I had were warden 3 times. So warden, you'd think prison, right? So me and this other girl talked about it, and she didn't have warden, she had prison, so it kind of fit in with the same as that, I think. I call her a psychic vampire, even though she's much worse. But so a psychic vampire, she asked me if I could get a name from it. When doing all these readings, she was asking all these questions, like, is he dead? Were you electrocuted? Is he in America? Pretty heavy shit. Then then I got the name Randall. Fucking knows why. What a fucking dodgy name that is. So then she sends me this link of Randall Jimmy or something, although it's apparently it's still alive. I don't even know why we click onto this. In an American prison, and he's like this really evil fucking rapist / murderer. So she shows us a picture, and And when I looked at it, I got chills, I felt dread, I actually felt physically sick and I threw up. But I think that was just because in his own way, he's obviously not a nice person. So that's why that image projected it to me. But I got caught up in the whole thing and thought, yeah, this is the guy that's attached to her until I find out he's not alive. And then I kept thinking, how can he be attached to her if he's still in prison and he's not actually dead? Because this reading said that he were electrocuted. But if he were alive, he can't be electrocuted, can he? And every time I did a reading or every time I spoke to it, I was physically and mentally drained. I haven't been to school every day this week. I hadn't eaten in 3 days. Apart from my stupid juiceless milkshakes. If it weren't for them, I would probably crawled down on the floor and died. It's not even funny. So yeah, this girl's got this, spirit that's not dead attached to her body, who's actually a rapist / murderer, who's right this second in prison. Oh, and she's also possessed. Just to put the cherry on the cake. We'll just throw in a possession there, so we can make it even fucking worse. Well, I was talking to Jade last night. And we kept thinking, and we had to, we're thinking something not right about this. We've been doing this all week, something not quite good, something a bit off. And because she'd felt the same way as I did, total and utter fucking fear. But the fear only came when we spoke to her. So, we decided we shouldn't be answering all her fucking questions. What we should be doing is asking our pendulum about her. And so we did. It wasn't good. It was like all our fears and everything that we thought. It really basically confirmed it. I mean, this girl's absolutely fucking nuts. She thinks all the crystals have got souls. I don't know if she's... I don't know how it sounds nuts, if she's actually got souls in these crystals. I mean, I've never come across anything like this in my whole life. And I get it, stuff like this can happen, You're opening yourself up psychically. You have all these crazy people. You throw a bit of fucking jealousy and whatever in there because they're not where you are. And then what have you got? This big fucking mess. So anyway, yeah. The Crystal Queen. So we decided we were gonna take a step back because obviously it wasn't doing much good for our health. And basically she was just driving us crazy, like not driving us crazy, like to drive you up the wall. I mean, literally driving us fucking crazy day by day. So we wanted to take a step back and just look at it from our own point and deal with it ourselves. See if it were really as bad as what she's made out, and because we knew it were mostly bullshit, and she's planted these and she's completely manipulated the whole situation from day one. So we didn't hear from her nearly all day actually. And I had a very good day. It was nice, calm, relaxing, felt good, had lots of energy. Until it was time for school run. And there we go. We had messages again. So all the crap could start all over again. So I decided that I wasn't going to read for her. But then I thought, if I read for her, maybe I can force it away, you know. Get me, I'm not saying all this power, but get my own intent back so that I can read properly. So I did. I'm not going to say how I did it, just in case somebody else wants to use it against me. But it were really fucking hard. I mean, when I did it, it didn't work the first time. I could actually feel it. It sounds stupid. I could actually feel her energy pushing against me. And I gave it all I got, and then my pendulum worked for me again, and I'm happy because now my reading's not fucked up anymore. But afterwards, I was physically and emotionally ill for about an hour. And I mean proper fucking ill. I didn't have no energy, I felt dizzy, my head were all fuzzy, I couldn't think straight, it was horrible, just complete and utter fear. Then after an hour, fear replaced with fucking rage. Oh, were I pissed off. Not just at mostly because the sort of person does that. And myself for allowing someone to manipulate me in that way, and to let them to have someone take that much control over your body when you're miles apart. I mean, she doesn't even live in the same city as me. Fuck knows what she's into, but it's not fucking good. So basically, what my video today is about is not keep your friends close, your enemies close, friends close, your enemies close. It's not that at all. It's stupid fucking saying. What is people are not always what they seem. And it could have gone either way. She actually wanted us to bind this girl and bind ourselves to this spell. Fuck knows how she would have fucking took control then, but it didn't sound fucking good, and she was rather insistent. And then when I said I wouldn't do it, she told Jade that I was possessed. Can you see my head spinning? I'm levitating.